we will go to Rosemary to tell us about man's best friends, pets. Rosemary?
Rough, rough, rough. The third annual Bark Elementary School Pet Show will be held this Saturday, September 17th, from 10 until 12. The Parents Club of Bark Elementary will sponsor the event. Since the students of Bark Elementary live in somewhat of a rundown community, the variety of pets continues to surprise members of the participating faculty and Parents Club. In addition to the dogs and cats which will appear, we expect to see snakes, goats, mice, pigs, horses, and believe it or not, tarantulas. All entrants receive doggy biscuits and a leash at the conclusion of the event. Winners will be selected in different categories such as Best Behaved Mouse, Best Groomed Pig, Best Trick Ant, and Most Unusual Pet. There's even an owner pet look-alike contest, which never fails to bring laughs from everyone. So if you own a pet, or you just want a doggy biscuit, plan to attend the third annual Bark Elementary Pet Show this Saturday. A good time is guaranteed for all. Now here's Helen.
Drill, drill, drill. That is not unusual for the beginning of a school year. But this year at Liberty Benton, it was not 2 plus 2, or 3 times 3. It was a new well that had to be dug before the classes could go into session. The start of school was delayed by 2 weeks because of this situation. Of course, the students were so upset. The original 25-foot well went dry, and a new 200-foot well was drilled the same day. Regulations from the Health Department and the Environmental Protection Agency needed to be carried out, which pushed the starting date of school back 2 weeks. The water is safe. Liberty Benton will have school in the 1983-1984 school year. And now, here's an interview with Mrs. Roberts.
We're talking today with Norma Roberts. Mrs. Roberts is a 6th grade teacher at our local reform school, and she is also the secretary of the Grand Rapids Hysterical Society Apple Butter Festival. What can we expect from this year's Apple Butter Festival, Mrs. Roberts?
A disaster, I'm afraid.
Well, why, Mrs. Roberts?
Well, I'm afraid no one will come this year. How can you have an apple butter festival without any people?
Well, I'm sure people will come, and surely you will have exhibitors displaying and selling their crafts.
Well, yes, they'll be there. But last year they had such awful stuff.
I see. Will there be any entertainment?
Yes, there'll be a bluegrass band. Let's see. Last year they played every song off key. There will also be a magician, but last year his rabbit fell out of his hat too early and broke its leg.
Yes, well, what can we look forward to eating at the festival, Mrs. Roberts?
Well, I'm sure there will be bratwurst, funnel cakes, apple fritters, and of course, fresh apple butter. Let me see. I think it was rancid last year.
Oh, that's too bad. But aren't we going to see a good historical movie?
Well, we will if the projector doesn't break down.
Yes, well, after talking with Mrs. Roberts, I'm sure you will all want to come to the Grand Rapids Apple Butter Festival. This is Larry Archer, News 6. Joyce?
Just south of Findlay is a place called Ghost Town. Unlike the ghost towns of the western United States, which had once been thriving cities and are now abandoned, Findlay's ghost town has never been inhabited. Instead, abandoned buildings from different parts of the country have been brought together to make a town. One can see businesses, homes, various modes of transportation, including a horse-drawn hearse, all from the 19th century. Today, Ghost Town is a busy place, hosting arts and craft shows and many sightseers. Thank you for watching News 6. Next week's show will be presented by Mrs. Scare's class in Pleasant School, Van Wert.